This is this hour of Ifako Radio. Good morning, I am OLUSESI. The major headlines: Nigeria at 65, FG cancels Independence Day parade. Church members avoided me over Muslim ticket. Remi Tinubu. Dangote at Pengassan. NLC mobilizes workers for strike against refinery. Dangote Ogun Osun River Basin seeks collaboration to end pollution. Sport. World Cup 26. Nigeria, Benin welcome South African sanction as Mondial race opens up. Entertainment. Nigeria will not submit film for 2026 Oscars, NOSC confirms. Fans celebrate Nollywood actress Joke Silva at 64. News in detail. Nigeria at 65. FG cancels Independence Day parade. The federal government has cancelled the parade earlier scheduled to mark Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary on Wednesday, October 1st. The announcement was contained in a statement issued on Monday by the Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. The federal government wishes to announce the cancellation of the Independence Anniversary Parade, previously scheduled to mark the 65th independence on Wednesday, 1st October. The cancellation is in no way a diminishment of the significance of this milestone anniversary. The statement, signed by the Director of Information and Public Relations, Segun Imo-Osen, read. It added that the government regrets any inconvenience caused, but stressed that other activities lined up for the anniversary will proceed as scheduled. This includes the traditional presidential broadcast, cultural programs, and the grand finale of the National Campus Debate. The federal government deeply appreciates the understanding of Nigerians, the diplomatic community, and invited guests, and urges all citizens to continue to support the renewed hope agenda of the present administration, the statement added. At a World Press Conference in Abuja on Monday, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, explained that the Independence Day is not only a ceremonial day but an opportunity for sober reflection and renewed patriotism. Church members avoided me over Muslim tickets. Remi Tinubu. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, says her husband's decision to run a Muslim presidential ticket in 2023 left her isolated in his local church, describing the episode as a bitter pill that spilled her parish and tested her faith. She made the disclosure in her new 52-page book, The Journey of Grace, giving thanks to all things made available to the press to mark her 65th birthday. The five-chapter memoir is arranged by year from 2021 to 2025 with a foreword by Dr. Folashade Olukoya of Mountain of Fire Miracle Ministry. She recounted, "We kept moving forward in hope, with hope in God, and each campaign was interesting despite the fact that all the odds were stacked against him. One of such decisions was the unpopular Muslim ticket. My being a Christian did not matter. My local assembly within Christian Church of God was split. She noted that the division only proved the diversity of political leanings in the church. Dangote versus Pegansan, NLC mobilizes workers for strike against refinery. The Nigeria Labour Congress has directed its affiliate union to begin urgent mobilization and prepare a nationwide industrial action against the Dangote Group, accusing the conglomerate of sustained anti-worker practices. This came as a nationwide strike declared by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria on Monday against the refinery panelized. This came as a nationwide strike declared by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria on Monday against the refinery paralyzed operations at key oil and gas regulation institutions, including the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Also, on Monday, the National Industrial Court in Abuja restrained Pengassan from embarking on its petrochemical FZE, barring the union from halting crude oil and gas supply to the 20 billion naira Lekki-based refinery. However, Pengassan declared that it is not aware of the court injunction, arguing that the court orders or processes were served via a court bailiff and not through social media. In an internal memo shared with the press on Monday, and addressed to the President and General Secretaries of Affiliate Union, NLC President Joe Ajaero placed NLC athletes on alert. Ogun Osun River Basin seeks collaboration to end pollution. Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Ogun Osun River Basin Development Authority, Dr. Adedeji Ashirin, has called for intensified campaigns and collaboration to halt human activities polluting rivers and undermining healthy living and sustainable development. Ashirin, represented by the Executive Director, Planning and Design, Mr. Femi Dokumi, made the call on Monday during a program held at the authority's headquarters in Abeokuta to mark this year's World Rivers Day, themed Clean Rivers, Healthy Communities. He decreed practices such as dumping of refuse, discharging untreated sewage, and releasing industrial effluent into rivers, warning that they pose serious risks to aquatic life and human health. Ashiru noted that rivers are often described as lifelines of civilization, stressing that their vital role in providing drinking water, irrigation for farming, hydroelectric power, transportation, and food from aquatic animals. When rivers are sick, communities also suffer. Health declines, poverty increases, and biodiversity is threatened. This is why World Rivers Day reminds us of our shared responsibility to protect and restore these waters. We must learn to treat rivers as not as dumping grounds, but as living systems that need care. Every small action we take counts, whether it is reducing plastic use, planting trees along river banks, or spreading awareness about conservation, he said. The ORDA was urged residents to avoid throwing waste, plastics, or harmful chemicals into rivers, while encouraging communities to organize cleanup campaigns and educate one another on the dangers of pollution. NNPC, Dangote Refinery signed fresh 2-year crude deal. Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has signed another 2-year crude supply agreement with the Dangote Petroleum Refinery. It was gathered that the deal signed last month would ensure the steady supply of crude to the 650,000 barrel per day refinery located at Lekki, Lagos. It was further gathered that the deal is in line with the federal government's determination to supply more crude to the facility, especially in Naira. It was gathered that about 82 million barrels of crude have been allocated to the refinery from October 2024 to date. Out of 82 million barrels, 60% being 49.3 million barrels were sold in Naira to the refinery, according to details obtained from the NNPC on Monday. Recall that the Dangote Refinery recently announced stopping petrol sales in Naira, citing that the exhaustion of its crude oil for Naira allocation as the reason. But hours later, Naira for Crude Technical Committee chairman intervened, and the company announced the resumption of PMS sales in Naira. Speaking with the press, the chief corporate communication officer of NNPC, Andy Ode, said the company had upstream and downstream petroleum regulatory authority periodically reconcile the volume and cost of crude supply in Naira commensurate with the crude delivered. Sports. Morakinyo Abudunri, World Cup 26. Nigeria, Benin welcome South African sanction as Mondial race opens up. John told Nation Sports moments before after FIFA's decision was made public. With this point deduction, the former Super Eagles trainer so noted that his team is now in a stronger position within the group, but acknowledged the tough matches that lie ahead, one against Rwanda in Kigali and another against Nigeria in Rio. Entertainment. Nigeria will not submit film for 2026 Oscars, NOST confirmed. Nigerian Official Selection Committee has announced that Nigeria will not submit any film for the International Feature Film category in the 2026 Academy Awards. In a statement on Monday, NOSC chairperson Stephanie Linus explained that there is still a deficit in creative and technical internationality that will improve their competitive potential for global awards, she said. The chairperson also communicated the committee's decision to the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. She expressed regret that no Nigerian film was deemed suitable for the category this year. This is why the NOSC will be taking more proactive steps to encourage filmmakers to create with the Oscars in mind, Linus stated. Fans celebrate Nollywood actress Joke Silva at 64. Fans of legendary Nollywood actress Joke Silva have continued to celebrate her with goodwill messages as she turns 64. The news agency of Nigeria reports that fans on Monday flooded social media platforms glowing tributes and felicitations for the Western thespian, the veteran thespian. Shared this said Joke Silva had earlier in a post on verified Instagram page at Ajoke Silva, congratulated herself on for her milestone. She wrote, "Grateful Lord for your mercy, your faithfulness, your protection, for provision for my family, for friends, for colleagues. Thank you, King of Glory, for 64 amazing years." In a sweet reaction to the post, fans, admirers, and colleagues of the actress continue to celebrate the screen diva with prayers and best wishes. At Moabudu posted, "Happy birthday, Big Sis, all my love." At Chisom Ansaya said, "Happy birthday, beautiful mama." At Shang Shango Films wrote, "Happy birthday, Auntie J. Sorry. I wish you good health in wealth and prosperity. More grace." At Sam JJDX also posted, "Happy birthday to you, Auntie J. Many happy returns in sound health. Cheers." As Insight In said, "Happy birthday to the ever gorgeous, eloquent, and amazing sweet Mommy J, amongst others." Now reports that Joker Silva, born on September 29, 1961, in Lagos State, had a major acting role in 1998, starring opposite Colin Firth and Mia Long in the British-Canadian film The Secret Laughter of Women. Silva has starred in numerous film and television series in both English and Yoruba languages, and one of her earliest roles in the 1990 English television series Mind Bending. She has received numerous nominations and recognitions for her craft, and in 2006, she clinched the Best Actress in Leading Role award at the African Movie Academy Award. In October 2012, the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime Affairs in court to Nigerian counsel Ademola Olabiyi. The actresses have been locked in a long-running feud, which has played out across social media and court, and during in several Facebook live streams has repeatedly mocked Ojo, sparking a wave of parody videos on TikTok and Facebook. In a lengthy Instagram post on Monday, Ojo said that she had been silent on the legal advice, but confirmed her legal team is documenting all remarks. "My legal team isn't sleeping. They're taking notes of everything. A wise person listens to learned counsel. Everything has its timing," she wrote. While admitting that some of the parody videos amused her, Ojo expressed concern over the impact of Anjari's causes and alleged threats on her family. News recap: Nigeria at 65. FG cancels Independence Day parade. Church members avoided me over Muslim tickets. Remi Tinubu. Dangote vs. Pengassan. NLC mobilizes workers for strike against refinery. Ogun Osun River Basin seeks collaboration to end pollution. Sports. World Cup 26. Nigeria, Benin. Welcome South African sanction as Mondial race opens up. Entertainment. Nigeria will not submit film for 2026 Oscars. NOSC confirms. France celebrates Nollywood actress Joker